Hey everyone, welcome to Week 11 NFL Picks here on Sports Bet Talk. Before we get into it, just a little disclaimer. You don't have to follow any of my picks. This is all for entertainment purposes only. In this scenario I have set up, I have to bet every single game. On the money line, I bet just $10 on each one, regardless of plus or minus, and I'll figure out the math later. We're just assuming you're flat betting $10 on each one. I do not recommend this strategy. There are some games you should obviously stay away from. And the reason we do 10 is because we do not lose big, as we saw this last week. So before we get too in depth, let's just jump into my last week's picks, and I will tell you what I had and if they won or lost. So I had Oakland, and they won. I had Detroit, they won. Baltimore, Detroit lost. Baltimore won. Buffalo lost. New Orleans lost. The Jets won. Arizona lost. Kansas City lost. Miami, they won. Carolina, they lost. Pittsburgh, they won. Minnesota, they won. And Seattle, they won. So with all that being said, I have done some little math here on my spreadsheet and decided, not really decided, just told me how I did last week. And it looks like overall, with the Miami win being plus 400 the way they were, got a little lucky there. Some of them I feel like I kind of knew how it was going to turn out. Took a couple of tough losses with New Orleans and Buffalo, I felt. Kansas City was definitely another tough loss that could have influenced this quite a bit. So overall for the week, I made $67.50, which is pretty cool. Betting $10 each. So obviously I'd get my 10 back for the ones I won, and then obviously I lose the 10. But so overall I netted plus $67, which isn't bad. It's a nice little weekend. Looks like I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like I hit about 50% because they were a little bit better than 50%. Yeah, so there were 13 games, and so hit a little bit better than 50%, which is nice. I don't know. Money speaks for itself regardless of the percentage there. So let's get into our Week 11 NFL picks here. Starting off with a Thursday night game, we have got Pittsburgh against Cleveland in Cleveland. Let's look. The spread is plus 3 for Pittsburgh, minus 3 for Cleveland. So field goal favorite there. The over-under here is 4.5 or 40.5. Sorry. And the money line is plus 130 for Pittsburgh, minus 150 for Cleveland. This is honestly one where I am leaning towards Pittsburgh. I know that there's a little bit of a favorite towards the home team on Thursday night. Don't have to deal with the day of travel. So I would lean towards Pittsburgh here, though. I feel like they're a better team. If you don't like either of those, I would actually recommend the over-under. I think 40.5 is way too low, especially for, an NFL game, 40.5, so what, 20 points each? You need one with 21? I think that's pretty reasonable here for these teams to do. I don't think I would go the under. I would only bet the over, but I think it'll be close. But my pick is Pittsburgh plus 130 there. Moving along towards Sunday, we've got Houston at Baltimore. This is going to be an interesting one. I don't know why this isn't a Sunday nighter instead of the Rams-Bears like we get. I wish they would have moved this one around. But it looks like you're getting Baltimore at minus 4 here as a point spread. The over-under is 49.5, so pretty high there, looking at almost 50 points. Teams have pretty good defenses, so I'm not sure about that one. Baltimore's minus 2, let's see. Yeah, minus 210. Houston's plus 180 here. This is one I'm leaning towards Houston on. I really like them. Coming off a bye. Against the Baltimore team that had a really big game and then a letdown game. Who knows? They didn't really have a letdown game. They dominated.
Cincinnati, but maybe they not looking quite as sharp here. Um, I don't know. I think Houston has some good value there. We'll have to see. I'm not sure if this is one that I get betting on, but if I have to pick, I am picking Houston as a pretty big underdog here against Baltimore. I think Sean Watson is a playmaker. He knows how to win, so I really like him there. Moving along, we've got Atlanta at Carolina. Atlanta coming off that huge win against New Orleans, and I think you're seeing some of that here. Um, Still showing Carolina as a 5.5 point favorite here. Atlanta is plus 210, Carolina minus 250, 260, depending on where you go. Over-under is at 49.5 again. This is one I really don't know how to pick. This is one I'm staying away from. Has Atlanta turned around? I don't know. Did New Orleans just come out and absolutely not show up? I don't know. Is Carolina going to be super good? I don't know. Coming off that cold weather game to Green Bay. I think it'll be nice. Both teams like the warmer weather. I think it'll be good for them in Carolina as opposed to Green Bay. But if I have to lean one way or the other, I'm going to go with Carolina here. I don't think Atlanta can replicate what they did last week. I really think New Orleans just came out and I don't know if they put in the backups or what, but they did not come out to play. Dallas and Detroit, we have got... Looks like there aren't many lines out for this one yet, so I might have to skip it. Mostly because we don't know if Matthew Stafford is going to play. If he's playing, it changes this whole thing around. The one I'm showing, Westgate has +3 for Detroit, -3 for Dallas. So Dallas is the favorite here. It's one that I still think I take Detroit on. I'm not big on Dallas. Supposedly Matthew Stafford's supposed to play, I think, is what I heard earlier today. Not much out for that. So this is one that if I have to pick right now, I'm going to probably pick Detroit as the favorite or as the underdog here with the points. But it's one that I am definitely staying away from until more information is given. And I'm recording this on Wednesday, so got some more time here. Always make sure you get up-to-date information. Moving along, Indianapolis hosting Jacksonville. Indianapolis is favored by a field goal. The over-under is 43.5, and we've got Indianapolis -145. Jaguars are +125. This is one I'd probably take Jacksonville in. Supposedly, I think T.Y. Hilton and Jacoby Brissett are both supposed to play. I guess I'm not totally convinced that that's going to happen. But I like Jacksonville here, getting Nick Foles back. The over-under is 43.5. Probably stay away from there. I think I'd take Jacksonville on the money line here. +125. I really think they have a good shot at winning this game on the road against Indianapolis, especially if Jacoby Brissett doesn't play. And even more if T.Y. Hilton doesn't play. So, partially betting on them not playing, but we'll see. Buffalo at Miami. This would probably have been a much bigger spread a couple of weeks ago, but Miami's on a bit of a roll here. Honestly, my favorite here is the over-under off the bat. It's 40.5, depending on where you go. I think that is going to be passed pretty easy. Miami likes to just huck the ball around, put up some points maybe. Looks like the spread is 6 for Buffalo, obviously. Money line is -255, +215 for Miami. I really don't know if Miami is just getting lucky, if they're actually good. They're obviously not giving up on the season, which is nice to see. Their quarterback, the beard guy, can throw it. Fitzmagic, is that what they call him? He can obviously just huck the ball around. I'm taking Buffalo here. I don't think Miami's luck can continue to last. Although at 215 it is pretty tempting. Ride them till they stop maybe. I don't know. I think I'm going to go with the point spread here. I'm taking Buffalo. I'm taking Miami plus the points. I think they've lost a couple of short ones. They're covering machines, so taking Miami +6 there. 110 to win 100. Denver at Minnesota. Denver's plus 450, Minnesota minus 600. Point spread is 10.5 for Minnesota. Over-under is 40 here. I like that. I don't think either of these teams put up points. But then again, you say that and one team puts up, a couple touchdowns and all of a sudden it's a different game. I like Denver here. I think there's a lot of value, honestly. If Brandon Allen plays the way he did last time, or Braden Allen, whichever one it is, plays the way he did last time, I like them plus 450. A lot of value there against Minnesota. If you can stop the run, stop Dalvin Cook, see if you can maybe pick Kirk Cousins off a time or two, get some extra possessions. I'm taking Denver there as my long shot kind of win there. New Orleans at Tampa Bay. New Orleans is minus 255. Tampa Bay plus 215. Point spread is 5.5. This is one that I think I stay away from. I don't know what version of Tampa Bay we're going to get. They are so hot and cold. I know that Jameis Winston's going to turn the ball over 2 or 3 times. He does it every game. I think I heard today his ratio is 17 to 14 touchdowns to interceptions. So maybe not the best, but I got to go with New Orleans here. I think last week was just an absolute embarrassment. I think they come out ready to just dominate this Tampa Bay team. They don't like the way people are talking about them. So yeah, New Orleans there. Next one, we've got New York Jets at Washington. Washington's the favorite for some reason. They're starting Dwayne Haskins, which I don't know how that'll go. He lost his first start, I believe, earlier this month. Looks like they're only favored by 1.5 here, so basically a pick 'em in almost all scenarios. The over-under is 38. That is extremely low. I don't know how good these offenses are going to be. I like the Jets with some plus money here at 105 to beat Washington. I think they just beat a much better Giants team than Washington. And for some reason, they were much bigger underdogs in that one. And so, I don't know. I like them here. Plus 105, taking the Jets. Next one, at Arizona at San Fran. San Francisco obviously coming off that disappointing overtime loss. I think they're looking to rebound from that. Arizona is plus 475. San Francisco minus 650. The point spread is 11.5. That's absolutely nuts to me. I think this is going to be a lot closer than that. When they played before, I think it was only a touchdown-ish. So, I'm going with... kind of want to take Arizona here as a long shot. For the sake of this video, we'll do it. We'll take Arizona, although that's not maybe one I would take in real life. I think the over-under at 45 is pretty low here. That might be one that I bet. I don't like Arizona on the money line, so let's go. My official bet here is Arizona minus 11.5 on the point spread there. Next one, Philadelphia hosting New England. New England is 3.5 point favorites. I like Philadelphia here at home. I think Tom Brady is just done. I don't think he's got it anymore. Philadelphia's got a lot more to play for, in my opinion, in this game. Obviously, they are tied with Dallas at this point, and so any win is going to be a big win for them. I really like them against New England here. I think Philadelphia pulls it out at home as an underdog. That's crazy. I just take the money line straight out, plus 170 here. Moving along, Cincinnati at Oakland. Oakland minus 540, Cincinnati plus 420. Point spread is 10.5. I don't know about the point spread here. The over-under is 48.5. Don't like that either. I really don't like any of this. This is one I avoid. Just in case Cincinnati for some reason shows up. I don't think they will. I'm taking Oakland minus 550 to win 100 there. Not much to talk about. Bears at Rams, Sunday nighter. Bears are plus 250, Rams minus 300. The point spread is 6.5 in favor of the Rams. The over-under is 40. Pretty low-scoring game here. Obviously, the Bears aren't going to contribute much to this game, and so don't like them in that position. And the Rams, we don't know what we're going to get. I might take Chicago here just because maybe they figure something out. I don't think the Rams are going to be doing a lot. Jared Goff has been struggling a lot. I think the Chicago Bears have a lot of value up. The points, plus 6.5. Also on the money line, 250. Just to be safe. No, we're going to go all out. We're going to go on the money line on the Bears here. I want to bet the Rams. But I I feel like Chicago might pull this one out because I don't know what to expect from the Rams at this point. Again, it's one I'd probably stay away from, though I don't want to be betting that one. But if I have to pick, picking the Rams. And our Monday Nighter in Mexico City, which I didn't even think about today, but there is a 7,000 feet altitude gap there for probably both teams. I don't think Kansas City's pretty high. So really high altitude going to be a factor here. Kansas City, obviously the favorite, minus 200. There won't be really home field advantage here. Spread is 3.5. Chargers are plus 175. I don't know what to expect from Kansas City. They've lost to Tennessee and some other kind of surprising losses in there. I can't remember what they lost to off the top of my head, dang it. But Chargers plus 175 are very intriguing. But I just don't feel like I can not bet on Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City. I just feel like they're going to win. One thing I do like in this game is the over-under at 52. It's probably one I honestly take over because I think both offenses are going to score a lot. So my official bet will take Kansas City minus 200 here. I think they'll pull it out. And that is the end of the week here. So thanks for watching today's video. Hopefully you got maybe some insights here on some of these picks. Let me know what you are picking for this week. With any information, I will obviously update my Twitter, which will be down in the description. As always, feel free to subscribe and like the video, please. It helps out the channel a lot. Gets this content out there for people to see, and we can really start a community where we can, as more amateur type sports bettors, figure out how to be successful at this, because that's what we all want. We want to share the wealth. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Good luck this weekend.